Do you ever feel like you're running your business alone? Like you have nowhere to turn for objective quality advice to help you run your business? At TAB, our members know that having access to seasoned peer advisors who own their own businesses themselves offers outstanding insights and solutions that can take their businesses to the next level.
The history of TAB is actually very interesting. Alan Fishman formed the first groups in TAB going back all the way to 1990 in St. Louis. Now we have TAB groups throughout North America and even in South America. There are literally thousands of TAB members, hundreds of facilitators. To date, over 5,000 companies have gone through the TAB process.
I think TAB has mostly helped me to develop my strategic thoughts.
By working with their facilitator, who also serves as a coach, they are able to form an agenda that assures them of their company's continued success.
Strategic planning is something that kind of gets shoved aside, and the day-to-day, just the day-to-day details of working in your business. The TAB board has allowed me to think about those things and actually push me to think about those things.
Since joining TAB, I believe that I have learned to better manage my general manager. By learning to advance his abilities, I've improved the abilities of the company.
I've been able to do better in my time management. I've been able to establish better rapport with my clients.
Continuing education was one of the areas that I found particularly attractive for the TAB board meetings.
From a CPA or an attorney, those types of consulting vehicles really don't have the background to really help and advise and share experiences that other board members have.
TAB brings an element to your business that's impossible to get any other way.
When you come into TAB, you'll find that your group has different strengths. Some are awesome at finance, some are great at marketing, some are great in HR-oriented issues. So you get this well-rounded view of what you ought to be doing in all those functional areas. There's a wealth of knowledge that the rest of the people have.
We qualify members using a very carefully developed process over a number of years so that we're certain that we have the type of members that are willing to share the expertise that they've gained over their business lives, and at the same time have the temperament to receive business advice from others who have their best interest at heart.
Our TAB group is comprised of deliberately diverse industries. That diversity allows us to talk about common issues from completely different standpoints.
We had been approached by another company to form a partnership or a merger by going to the TAB board, presenting this problem to my coach, and having him take this issue to the TAB hotline. I was able to find information that was really helpful in how to approach a partnership or merger.
The dynamics, being part of a family-owned business is different than, of course, working for somebody else.
What TAB did was to help me identify a situation where I really did need to downsize my staff temporarily until business came back up.
In addition to business issues, we also discussed personal issues. We had to have an idea that it was a safe haven, that we could discuss anything openly with other members. Many times these personal issues had a direct impact on our business.
We all deal with the same problems of personnel, marketing, and finance. And the interesting thing about the other TAB board members is they have a slightly different business, and they may approach the problems in a slightly different way, but it's something we all wrestle with, and we can come to solutions together.
Operating hundreds of retail stores, my question was when I joined my TAB board, would the other members be able to give me the proper advice? You see, no one else was in the retail business. The fact of it is that not only did they resolve many of the challenges, but what I found out was many of the challenges that they had really pertained to me. because they were coming from a different industry. I guess you would call it thinking out of the box.
I'm fortunate, I think, because I have a really good group, and they have been, at least 8 of them now, have been together since the beginning.
The TAB board allows you to hear honest opinions from other people who don't have a direct interest in your company.
I'm able for that 4-hour period to put myself outside of the business and look at it from a different viewpoint.
As a CEO, for you to be able to get objective advice on situations which has no vested interest, I can't even explain to you how valuable that is in practical circumstances.
This little bit of peer pressure, if you will, is something a CEO doesn't get in their own company. There's a chance to really develop an action plan or an agenda for the steps that need to be taken so that the objectives that the member has decided upon, that they want to put into play because it's still their decision, actually get accomplished.
When Jim comes over for the private sessions, I think he feels in that setting that he can challenge me on issues that he sees I need to face more than he does in the group setting of the TAB group.
Certainly none of us has any money to waste. But really the most important thing that all of us have is our time. And our members choose to spend their time with us in addition to the investment that they make in TAB because they get so much out of it, so much more than they actually put in the way of increased sales, in the way of increased profits, and even more important than those things, in the peace of mind